Hey, hey, everybody. How are y'all doing? Grand Rising, good morning, and buenos dias. Today is Thursday. Lord, it ain't Thursday, it's Friday, January 9, 2026. And y'all hear my baby in the background. Yes, baby. Yes, you can have this one. Take that. So, I've been gone for a long time. I'm coming back slowly but surely. But Lord, I didn't got rusty. There are so many new items here up on the screen. I don't know what the heck is going on. Hey, there go my boo. Hey, butterfly. Happy New Year. Yes, baby. Yeah, look, it's the same old, same old. Y'all know I keep it real. Y'all gonna hear my son. Hell, you might hear him flush a toilet. But anyway, we have some errands to run today. Uh, so I have him with me because it seems like every time I'm trying to handle business that's important for me to be well so that both myself and my son can excel. It's like multiple things are happening, but I'm not sad. I'm not sad at all. I'm encouraged and I'm determined. I do recognize some improvements in my life, and I recognize the multiple barriers that have been placed before me. But as I always say, I might bend, but I wasn't created to break. I wasn't created to break. So, the title of this video is Black Women Are Demanding Peace and Space. And my thing is, I don't argue with people. I don't do that. I stopped doing that a long time ago. But I truly believe that people they get an enjoyment of some sorts when they see another person angry, upset, cursing, crying, helpless, and hopeless. It's like sometimes I think that uh, there's a system at play that just feeds off of that, especially from off of our community. And even if you're not Black, it can happen in your community as well. The negativity is always celebrated. And one thing I said, I am never ashamed of where I live, what I've been through, or what I look like. I'm taking each day, day by day. I've had some things. If any of you have watched my little short video last night, one, my son and I were staying at a shelter, didn't receive any help, and when I started questioning the process of assistance, because it seemed like they just wanted me to be on welfare. Why should I be on welfare if I'm a registered nurse? All I needed was childcare. But I was paying attention, and I was like, no, no. But anyway, without them helping us, and I had called it probably back in August of last year. I was getting to run around with my son, Social Security. He was on it before many years ago, back in, I think it was 2013. But we were living in Northern California at that time. And once I started working as a registered nurse, I'm the one who went to the Social Security office. And I do apologize if that noise is too loud in the back. Um, we're at another hotel right now until I can go handle some business. But it was just a run around with that, a run around with getting resources from San Diego Regional Center, just everything. And then being homeless, there's all these resources that are supposed to help you. Uh, any agency, no matter what state it is, if they receive government funding to help homeless people, um, they are supposed to utilize the coordinated entry system, uh, which is through the continuum of care. And an VSPADAT assessment has to be done. And the whole purpose of being homeless and inserted into the coordinated entry system is that it readily helps homeless people to align you with resources by connecting various agencies, whether it's a nonprofit, government agency, private business, so a homeless person is not having to bounce around from here, there, everywhere. It's streamlined. So you have to have your information inserted in there. And I won't go real long because I'm not, because that's another video. But when I started questioning things, and when they threw my son and I out with no place to go, no plan, no nothing, no help, because the only reason me and my son ended up being homeless is because of our domestic issue back in South Carolina. That's those of you that support me, you are aware of that. And a lot of you uh, sent me cash apps that helped me and my son get here to California. But when they threw us out that day, and it was like everything happened all at once. Dates were changed in schedule. They kicked us out. And I'm laughing now, but on that day I wasn't laughing. I had an IEP meeting, a SKIA meeting for my son at his school at 2 p.m. when ordinarily when we have meetings for him, it's in the morning. I had a meeting scheduled for 10 a.m. with behavioral health, and that appointment was already scheduled on Friday, December 5th. Then Monday, December the 8th, they wanted us out. That'll be another video. But anyway, I say all of this just because when they did that, I was sad. My head was hurting. I felt like I knew you couldn't sue them because when you come to the shelter, that was the first thing that alerted my curiosity. If we're signing a paper saying that you can't sue them, vendors, sponsors, volunteers, employees, other residents, immediately I said, well, what happened? What happened here? That if we're homeless and we're in distress, we have to, I didn't say that part, but I asked the staff, what happened that we're required to sign this paper? They said, well, no, nothing happened. Thank you, butterfly. It's okay. Nuh-uh, we're not crying because that was a one-day thing. Because I was afraid to tell my daughter, but that first day I was so sad. My head was hurting, and because I knew I had signed that form stating that I couldn't sue anyone, I felt the only way that I could advocate for myself and other people at the shelter that are there is to do something to me. But a voice told me, no, you don't do that. Because I said to do it to me so my daughter could then sue, my family could then sue. But a voice said, don't do that. That's what they want you to do. And so I went to bed that night. I got up the next day and I've been fine ever since. It's been multiple things happening, but at least I have a source of income now. At least I have a source of income. I get to take care of my son. They had approved him in June, but they didn't start paying me. I didn't start receiving checks until November. And, that wasn't on my mind at the time. And plus, the shelter I also felt like a sense of safety. But I did notice over time that, again, that's another video because I'm going on a diatribe. Hi, Shayna. Welcome. Prayers going up for better days ahead. Oh, it already is, Shayna. It already is. Because when I got myself together the next morning, it dawned on me that I did have a source of income. I could pay for a hotel room so my son and I could be in a hotel room. So I'm fine. The incident that happened last night is because I had booked when they put us out at the shelter. I had booked the hotel room at the Marriott December 10th, and originally I had only done. Hold on, just 1 second. My apologies. Baby, you have to turn it down just a little, and I won't be much longer. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to hurry up and wrap this up. Um. So originally when I made the reservation, it was from December 10th to December 15th. And on the morning of the 15th, early in the morning, I had called to let staff know that we would not be leaving on the 15th. I would like to extend the date out. And I asked that because in the past, I have always been able to do that. So the employee said, no, you have to check out and you have to book another reservation. And so what we did is staff booked another reservation. And this time it would go from December 15th to January 14th, 2026. That hotel has been charging my credit card every week at least $1,000. No issues. I just need consistency for my son. And all of a sudden, yesterday, we're having to leave. I do have an Airbnb, so I don't want no money. Don't nobody, we have an Airbnb. However, I had met with a lady for an apartment, and the apartment isn't going to be ready until the 13th. So then I got to thinking, well, maybe we should just go ahead and stay here. Because I had found, oh man, anyway, everything's good. But how does all of this information that I'm sharing with you, how does that coincide, or how does it it says anything about Black women are demanding peace and space? Because oftentimes society and people that approach us, even when the deputies came out last night, shout out to Deputy Haggerty and Deputy Lewis, very beautiful deputies. Well, you know what? I don't want to get no pronouns now, because just because somebody appears one way, that doesn't necessarily mean that is their pronoun. They were very beautiful. And I made sure that I wasn't appearing threatening, making sure I'm sitting back, speaking to them in a respectful tone and just articulating. And so what I wanted is because based on California Penal Code 602, and it's posted on the back of the hotel door, I was not in fact trespassing. But anyway, it was amicable. I just wanted something in writing. If they were going to charge me for trespassing, then I wanted it in writing, and then I'm going to follow through accordingly so that this doesn't happen again in the future, because it wasn't like the hotel's packed. But on other note, the Airbnb that I have booked for my son and I, it's a beautiful place. I won't share the host name, but I love that the family, they have 3 dogs. And my God, I keep running into people that have similarities like me in my life. Like one of the pets' name is Diesel. And then I shared with her that, hey, my son, German Shepherd's name is Diesel, and I love the plants. I mean, everything. You guys that have been hanging with me for a while, y'all know I love nature, and it's just different types of plants and trees. I need to ask her when I go back there today. What is that one plant? It looks like a cattail, and I think if memory serves me correctly, isn't there a plant called cattail, or maybe it's just something I'm making up myself? But we are okay. Now, on a positive side, what I do recognize about the shelter is that when I first got there, you guys, I I was really afraid because you all know that I suffered from PTSD, and I was really afraid of the men. But I noticed now men can walk past me. It doesn't, it doesn't bother me. I'm not saying I'm not paying attention, but at least I'm not frightened like I used to be. And oh my God, y'all really gonna trip out. I didn't messed around because I'm so OCD, but I was tired. We came to another hotel instead of going over to the Airbnb because I just got so thrown off last night. And I'm just like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Hell, where that house is, it might be a nice city, but hell, honey, shit, they could be about to kill me and my baby. And I ain't got time to be sitting up here trying to fight. But I came here. I'm such a germaphobe. But I was so tired, you guys. I laid right down on that daggone bed and I slept and got up. But I just wanted to share that. Again, at least now my son has, I do have income where I can take care of my son around the clock. And I can volunteer while he's in school during the day. And now that he's been approved for services with the regional center, um, that's a good thing as well. That's a good thing as well. And this his coordinator, I'm not going to share her name, but I like her. I can tell she's well, I shouldn't say she, because again, I don't know the pronoun, but I like our coordinator. So this isn't a video. I don't want anybody feeling sad or bad for me, but it's just that it bothers me when people use words when they're communicating with you as if somehow you're going to become violent with them. And I'm using the deputies that visited me last night. They didn't raise their voice, they didn't yell, but it's not just them. I'm noticing a lot of people keep doing that, and I'm just calm, easy breezy. Because I've learned and I realized just why I said it last year, it might have been the year before. I said, I'm not arguing. My feet are tired. I'm not marching for nobody else. My back is hurting. I'm sitting down because we have been conditioned to care about everyone else and sacrifice and do for them. When I say we, I'm talking about Black women, to put ourselves last. But nobody wants to include us. Nobody wants to advocate for us. And I'm tired now. So I'm calling it out. The only difference is I'm not yelling and cursing when I'm correcting people. And what I'm really enjoying is when people, because let's face it, I'm in a community where the indigenous, the foundational Black Americans, we're very slim to none. And hell, they might be an Afro Latino or Latina. But anyway, I find myself educating everyone: Asians, Caucasians, Hispanics. I'm educating everyone in a civilized tone about verbiage that they are using and things that they are saying that is offensive, because for too long, I would allow those microaggressions or things to be said and never speak up because I wanted to keep my job. Right now, y'all, I'm tired of stressing. I'm thinking positive. I tell people, you can say whatever you want. Words are hurt and offend me, but baby, it won't get me to react. Now, if you want a physical reaction out of misbehaving, put your hands on me or my children or my family, or motion like you're about to do something. And baby, I'll work you over. I'll work you over. Like a pair of old tennis shoes. But hey, y'all, I am your girl, Misbehaving. And the name of the channel is Misbehaving is Fun, where I talk about real people, real problems, and real drama. Baby, ain't nobody mad but the devil. And if you find yourself being mad about anything that Misbehaving had to say, baby, chances are the devil is you. I want y'all to have a beautiful day. I want you to try not to stress out, because that's what I'm noticing. Honey, I'm not speeding through traffic. If you want to cut me off, cut me off. If I'm late to where I need to go, I'm just going to be late, because I'm not about to get stressed out, and neither should y'all. They got everybody stressed out, overworked, understaffed, underpaid, to where nobody can function correctly. We can't keep an eye on what's going on. So I am on the road to recovery. I do recognize a difference in not only me, but my son as well. So I want to say again, thank you all for coming. Like the video, subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And thank you, Shayna. And thank you, my butterfly. You have a great day as well. And I believe I'll come back live at 12, but I'm going to cancel that or reschedule it because I have a video scheduled for tomorrow. So I guess I can become a part-time YouTuber while my son is in school. Huh? Anyway, have a beautiful day. Goodbye.